Hey, witches. Somebody asked me a question on Twitter, and I thought I would make this little video to answer it because it's a lengthy answer, and I think it would help everybody out a little bit. So it's going to be how to dispose of spell remnants. So whatever you have left after your spell, what do you do with it? Well, a lot of it is you need to follow your intuition. If your intuition is telling you, I need to bury this. Like, I literally just buried something in my yard because my intuition said you need to get this in the ground. So I just got back in from burying something, and it's like 10:30 at night. I had to sneak out there and do it while my daughter is, my husband is up there with my daughter getting her ready for bed. But anyway, I'll be going up there in a minute. But I wanted to do this video. So, yeah, sometimes you're going to feel like I need to throw this away, or I need to blow this into the wind, or I need to throw this in a river moving away from me. You know, whatever resonates with you, that's probably what you need to do with your spell leftovers. But remember that it is our sacred duty as witches to protect and heal our Mother Earth. So do not do something stupid like throw a ammonia jar in a river or lake. Well, I don't know why you throw something in a lake. Maybe there might be a reason for some spell to do that, but usually you want to throw, it would be a river going away from you to banish something. But if it's an ammonia jar, don't do that, and don't pour the ammonia out into the grass. Think about, is this okay for Mother Nature? And if the answer is no, then just put it in the trash can. Put it in the trash can. If it's something extremely negative, do what I have done with like doom candles or, return to sender candles, stuff like that. I will take them and put them in a little trash can, wipe all the fingerprints off, and then drive them to like a gas station and just put it in the trash can there, or a grocery store, they've got trash cans, public trash cans. Just wipe your fingerprints off if it is something that looks baneful. Anyway, follow intuition, but also follow Mother Nature's rhythm. So if it's a jar, how do you get rid of it? Well, usually, unless it's an ammonia jar, if it's an ammonia jar, I would probably just throw it in the trash can on the day of trash pickup, or either take it to, like I just said about the candles, the bad candle jars, leave it in a trash can somewhere. Just get it the hell out of your house, okay? If it's something that you're going to keep it, and whenever, after a moon cycle is up or whatever, if it's time to get rid of it, do the same thing. If you need to keep it longer and do the same thing. And some things you'll keep forever, like protection jars, stuff like that you won't get rid of. Let's see. So with jars, and you may even want to bury a jar, like a witch's protection bottle jar. You would bury that in your yard, or even at the four corners. On my Patreon, I have a little thing about that. But if it's a jar that you want something to manifest, bury it in your yard. If you want to banish something, throw it away. And that's going to be the same thing for most of these things. Some of the things will be a little bit different, like the biodegradables, your leftover herbs, mainly. What do you do with those? Well, what I like to do with mine, if I make like a money herb blend, I purposely will make extra so that next time I'm doing the same working for someone else or a similar working, I have that, and I just label the jar or the baggie with a $sign. So I know what it's for. It's empty right now. I've used it all up. But if you have some left over that you don't want to save, you can, if it's something to manifest, throw it out in your yard. If it's something to banish, blow it away from you. Or if it's biodegradable, you could put that in a river going away from you. Blow it into the wind away from you. Bury it somewhere away from your house. Leave it at a crossroads. A crossroads doesn't have to be bad, but A lot of times, if you're doing a baneful work, the end of the spell will call for you to leave it at a crossroads or bury it in a cemetery. And I find it much easier to leave it at a crossroads. And yes, I know that it's not good if it's not biodegradable, but sometimes, you just got to do what the spell says if, you want it bad enough. And I have been guilty of leaving a doom candle at a crossroads, but somebody's probably already picked it up by now. So anyway, some things do call for you to bury it in the cemetery. If you do that, you need to be very, very careful. Read up on cemetery safety, please. Sometimes if it's a curse or hex, it will even call for you to bury it in the target's yard. How you're going to get away with that, I have no idea. But you can always change the spell. You don't have to do it verbatim, and you know that. If you've listened to me at all, I tell you that all the time. So if it's positive, if it's something you want to manifest, bury it in your yard, okay? If it's something that you feel comfortable just putting in the trash, go ahead. If you feel that it's done, your candle's burned all the way, down, you've just got a little nub, and you're comfortable putting it in the trash, go ahead, and it's okay. It's okay to put stuff in the trash. People think it's disrespecting the spell and it won't come true. I can tell you it's not accurate. Just throw it away respectfully. Maybe even say something, as you throw it away, if that makes you feel better. You can also burn leftover herbs to make an incense out of them. If they smell good, if they stink, don't, because that's gross. Fabric is another one, because so many things call for us to use fabric, whether it's white magic, so-called white magic, or so-called black magic, whatever. If you're doing something with fabric, think about when you're getting your stuff together, is this fabric natural? Try to buy natural fabric because it's sustainable, and also because it's easier to get rid of. Okay, you can bury fabric. I would not throw large pieces. I wouldn't throw any fabric in water. But I read up on a little bit, and I found out that since it is biodegradable, like natural fibers like cotton, that it doesn't really harm if it's a small enough piece. But I feel like a fish could choke or a turtle could choke. I just wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I would just stick with the same thing. If you're manifesting it, do those things. And if you're not, if you're doing something negative, just get rid of it. Wax. If it's natural wax, like beeswax or soy, you can, and for some reason it didn't burn down all the way, you can bury the little nubs if you want to manifest something. Again, if it's bad, get rid of it. But if you've got a spell that you just used half the candle for, use the rest of the candle. Use the rest of it for something else. Use it to seal something. Or, you never know. You might have a power outage and need some candles. I know some things call for you to just clap out the flame and then say, so mote it be, or blow out the flame and say, so mote it be. I purposely don't do that. I think I've clapped out a flame a couple of times to try something new, but I never feel right. I feel best when it has burnt all the way down by itself. That's just me. Jar candles, they can go in the trash. You may have to get rid of it, on a different, like I would not put a doom candle in my own trash can. I would put it, like I said, at the gas station or at a crossroads, even though that's not that ethical to leave it at a crossroads, but in the dirt, not in the middle of the road where people can run over it. But I tend to do a lot of work at different crossroads, so it doesn't seem like such a bad place to do the end part of a spell, because I'm doing Dipnon there, visiting crossroads, sometimes just stopping and getting out of my car and standing there, just crazy shit like that. So papers, if you're going to if you're banishing something, you're probably going to burn it anyway. And then if you have ashes left over, you can just get rid of them. I like to take them off the property. If it's a paper that you want it to manifest, what I just buried contained a paper with some dark moon water and some sort of controlling herbs, and made a little pouch after I did a candle with it earlier, and then buried that because I'm trying to manifest this. I'm trying to manifest this change. So I buried it in my yard. If I was trying to banish the person, which I thought about it, but I thought, no, I'm going to try to do things the nice way first. If I was going to do that and banish, I would have gotten rid of whatever I used, which I would have done it a completely different way. But I would have burnt what was left and got rid of it. But it's pretty simple, guys. If you want to manifest, keep it on your property in whatever way works best for you. If you want to get rid of it, if you're banishing, get it the hell off of your property in the most ethical way and the way that is safest for Mother Nature. And that's pretty much it. I mean, it's follow your intuition, keep, manifest, throw away, banish away from your property, not just throw away. But that's it. And if I didn't answer your question completely, or you had a specific thing you're trying to get rid of, you can DM me and I will let you know my thoughts on how I would get rid of it. But yeah, that's all I have, guys. And thank you for watching Gothic Magic, and blessed be. Remember, like, subscribe, and share. Bye, guys.